Thursday, March 26, 2015. This is going to be a low budget production this morning. We're on the road today, so we're not going to have access to fancy internet. Can't do all those cool effects and all that stuff that you're used to. But I still wanted to deliver some critical news. In fact, I've got my cell phone. I'm using an iPhone on airplane mode right now, which brings me into the first story of the day. The GermanWings flight, according to investigators, that crashed, that was coming from, I believe, Barcelona, Spain to Dusseldorf, Germany. It turns out, according to investigators, and we already suspected this because there was an 8-minute controlled descent for 8 minutes without a mayday, without a warning, without any kind of message being sent to the ground. It turns out it was voluntary manslaughter. Although they're not calling it terrorism, even though I would say that that is an act of terror if you commit suicide, voluntary manslaughter, lock the pilot out from getting into the cockpit, engage in a controlled descent for 8 minutes, and then kill roughly 150 people. It's not just voluntary manslaughter, it's murder. They're saying it's not linked to terrorism, although I'm sure Obama will probably speak at some point this afternoon and link it to whatever convenient boogeyman is convenient for the mainstream media and our politicians in Washington, D.C., currently fighting these wars in the Middle East. But I'll get to that in a moment. The first question that came to mind is, how is it possible that a pilot could be locked out of his own cockpit? Aren't there other safeguards in place? Couldn't they enter a code in a keypad or something and get back in? The answer to that question is yes, but they only have a certain amount of minutes to do it, and at least from the reports that have been released so far, don't know if this particular plane was equipped with that technology. I mean, what if the co-pilot had a heart attack? He died, and the other pilot couldn't get back in. I mean, there should be some kind of safeguard to get back into the plane. You would think with today's technology that in addition to that, with maybe a backup key or some kind of keypad or some kind of logistical strategy behind that, that we would even be able to unlock the cockpit door from the ground. I mean, isn't this the surveillance state? Couldn't the FAA or one of these groups unlock the door in an emergency? Because, for a minute, put yourself in the horror-filled circumstances of the 150 passengers or so on board who knew that the pilot was locked out of the plane. The cries, the screams, the terror. I mean, this is an act of terrorism. I don't care what they tell you. The knocking on the door, the pounding on the door, trying to break it down as they plunge to their imminent death. Again, what were the motives of this co-pilot? A 28-year-old individual I tried to look up, I couldn't get any information on. I was looking for a picture. If you found one, put it in that comment box below. I'm sure our other subscribers would be interested. Again, we don't know the motive at this point, but we know it was, they're not calling it an act of terror, but it is an act of terror, and it is a heinous act. The souls and lives that were lost, rest in peace.